In this pod-slice summary of the Huberman Lab podcast, Dr. Andrew Huberman discusses the ongoing initiatives with Mark Zuckerberg and Dr. Priscilla Chan of the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, CZI. The CZI is a philanthropic organization with an ambitious goal to cure all human diseases. They achieve this by providing vital funding and introducing an innovative framework that allows for the discovery of cellular functionality and human cell types. Their approach also involves artificial intelligence, AI, to analyze the acquired data. The conversation initially centers on the CZI, with Zuckerberg and Chan highlighting the organization's mission to cure, prevent, or manage all diseases by the end of this century. To make these high hopes a reality, the organization focuses on basic science, funding researchers, creating supportive tools, and even founding institutes known as biohubs. In the biohubs, teams tackle grand scientific challenges, collaborating across disciplines and institutions. The dialogue evolves towards discussions about cells, the fundamental units of life, and how understanding them can lead to breakthroughs in disease treatment and prevention. Zuckerberg highlights their vision is not for the CZI alone to achieve these goals, but rather to furnish the global scientific community with tools to fast-track scientific progress. He emphasizes that significant scientific discoveries across any field often came after the development of a new tool or method for observation. The goal for the next 10 years is then established to increase our ability to observe and measure things in human biology. Although initially challenging due to barriers like visualizing living tissues, they argue that breakthroughs will facilitate a deeper understanding of human biology. The focus on cells comes as a significant part of these endeavors, contributing to the Human Cell Atlas project, which aims to identify all human cell types and their functions. Besides funding and tool development, CZI brings another unique intervention, the application of AI to manage the considerable volumes of data generated by these biological observations. The hope is that AI will be able to understand and interpret this data in ways beyond human capability, potentially revealing patterns or connections not immediately recognizable to researchers. The emphasis on these three avenues, understanding disease processes, developing toolkits for scientific observation, and utilizing AI for data management, shapes CZI's approach to their ambitious mission of tackling all human diseases. The Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, CZI, generously supports various scientific tasks, incentivizing new perspectives, collaborations, and open science. Dr. Priscilla Chan elaborates on how Chan-Zuckerberg funds research encouraging experts from various backgrounds, like immunologists and microbiologists, to explore and understand how the nervous system works. Another interesting aspect highlighted is inspiring grantees by soliciting their involvement in initiatives like the preprint movement to expedite knowledge dissemination. Regarding CZI's tool-building endeavors, they construct robust and scalable software and hardware, often in partnerships with scientists. One example is the Napari image annotation tool, which comes from an open-source community. Another is CellXGene, utilized to work on single-cell data sets, enhancing scientists' competency to share data sets and analyze them. This aids in the creation of practical tools, fast-tracking global scientific progress. Next, the conversation transitions into institutes, the hubs where bioscientific investigations tackle significant challenges. For instance, within these pioneering environments, CZI is installing an electron microscope. With this tool, they can recreate alignment of the electrons moving through the microscope and intensify the resolution, forming sharper details. They also have ambitious plans to build mini-phase plates for even better detailing. Moving on to cells, the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative aims to know and comprehend how cells function, both during health and disease. CZI studies how genetic mutations manifest into illnesses, the cell's role in interpreting DNA instructions, and the alterations occurring when a cell falls sick. Unfolding such mysteries requires vast quantities of data. Thankfully, large language models can help comprehend such extensive data, identifying trends consistent with health and disease. The reviewers also talk about the potential for a virtual cell designed entirely around existing datasets. Finally, the discussion turns towards the unknown variables of the scientific world. There's an acceptance that current understanding might not cover all existing cell types. New relationships between cells and diseases continue to be discovered. To assist in this exploration, CZI has built tools like CellXGene, enabling researchers to understand the link between mutations and cell expression across different cell types. Ultimately, This could bridge divides between fields and accelerate the process of scientific discovery. CZI has a distinct approach to scientific research, fueling multidisciplinary inter-university collaboration, breaking down barriers between specific areas of study. The progress made with CZI's first biohub was a stepping stone in adding new hubs like Chicago and New York, each focusing on unique scientific challenges. Chicago Biohub jointly operates with Northwestern, University of Chicago, and University of Illinois. The collaboration benefits from Northwestern's renowned hospital system, University of Chicago's robust basic science, and the computing power of the University of Illinois. A primary focus of the Chicago team is the development of sensors that closely monitor body functions. Their inaugural project revolves around understanding cells within tissues, starting with human skin. They have successfully engineered a replica of skin tissue, implanting it with super-thin sensors. These sensors measure cell-secreted substances, how they communicate, and their behavior during bouts of inflammation, all crucial in forming a disease-agnostic approach examining inflammation, a condition connected with 50% of all deaths. The New York Biohub, too, envisages a future where cells serve more sophisticated functions, even acting as microscopes. CZI dreams of a cellular endoscope, an immune cell that not only understands bodily occurrences, but eventually responds to them as well. CZI believes that with time, more in silico or computer-simulated experiments can unlock vast potential, as they are quick, inexpensive, and able to generate large amounts of data. Priscilla Chan, however, adds a note of caution here, emphasizing the importance of ensuring that this research translates effectively to human health. Overall, these endeavors strike a unique balance between biological and physical engineering needs, backed by the power of AI. Transforming and merging the principles of scientific research forms the backbone of CZI's work, an approach that enables them to push the limits of traditional science in favor of uncovering exciting new possibilities. In the midst of CZI's ambitious scientific endeavors, the concept of using cells as microscopic tools has taken center stage. The Chicago Biohub is deploying ultra-thin sensors to closely monitor physiological responses such as inflammation in skin cells. This disease-agnostic approach is also being furthered in neuromuscular research to understand the link between neuron and muscle communication and result in issues like elderly falls due to slowed information transmission. In New York, this cell-focused research takes on an even more curious aspect. They are engineering immune cells to act as cellular microscopes that can navigate the body, record bodily changes, report the information, and potentially even act on it in real time. Embedded in this research is the use of advanced technology, particularly in silico or computer-simulated experiments. These simulations are a speedy, cost-effective method of data production, but CZI is careful to ensure a consistent focus on translating these findings into practical applications for human health. On a fundamental level, Priscilla Chan and Mark Zuckerberg's optimism and genuine curiosity drive CZI. Their scientific endeavors embrace risk and boldly disrupt traditional methods, aiming to inspire a novel understanding of health. This strategy combines existing strengths from various universities with interdisciplinary collaboration, scientific perseverance, and the power of artificial intelligence. Discussing the functioning of biohubs, Mark highlights that while they operate independently from partner universities, they crucially rely on collaboration. Housed within these biohubs are a maximum of 50 people covering various areas of expertise, but the collaboration with universities allows for a wider range of scientific contribution and a chance for faculty members at the universities to contribute to the overall project. Talking about the potential for implementation of their findings in drug discovery, Priscilla notes, while it's not CZI's focus to delve into therapeutics, they do foster an environment that encourages startups to transform their findings into viable products. Priscilla Chan gives a heartfelt account of her optimism, attributing it to her family's escape from Vietnam during the war. She says her grandparents sent their children away in small boats, fully grasping the risks they were taking by venturing into the unknown. Her grandparents' leap of faith culminated in a successful journey and a second chance at life, instilling a firm belief in Priscilla in the possibility of a better future. This optimism fuels her determination in her work with CZI. Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan discussed the changes in their worldviews after becoming parents. It broadened their time horizons and made them realize the urgency of certain matters. The couple reveals that the establishment of CZI was part of their baby checklist. This urgency is exemplified by Mark editing the letter announcing CZI's work, even while Priscilla was in the hospital delivery room. Their goal is to help solve some daunting human health problems and advance humanity just like Priscilla's grandparents did for their families. Their discussion takes a turn towards technology's implications on mental health. Mark Zuckerberg discusses how technology's effects cannot be categorized as wholly good or bad. He explains how social media can be a tool for fostering meaningful connections with others, producing positive impacts on overall well-being. However, it also has potentially harmful facets. Negative interactions like bullying or the inexhaustible exposure to negative news might induce feelings of toxicity and distress. Zuckerberg's comments highlight how the technology's use impacts its effects on the user's mental state. He underscores the importance of people's experience with any product. They should leave with a positive feeling, even when the news being shared is not inherently positive. Thus, creating a nuanced outlook towards technology and its influence is essential. This includes developing strategies to ensure safety, privacy, and a range of content that provides not just entertainment, but also educational, inspirational, and positive experiences. Mark Zuckerberg discusses how they aim for balance by attempting not to dictate what is deemed as good or bad content. He stresses the importance of looking at the long-term effects. He mentioned that there are certainly clear boundaries around certain harmful content like bullying, but outside of these clear violations, they wish to provide users with control in determining what they want to consume. The conversation then shifts towards safety protocols put in place, especially for younger users on meta platforms. Dr. Andrew Huberman praises the number of filter-based tools available to protect and regulate experience, but he brings forth the challenge of awareness about these tools among users. Zuckerberg recognizes this issue and admits capturing the audience's attention to educate about these tools is tricky. He proposes two main solutions. One is to increase their public communication about these features, and the other is to offer in-product reminders and cues. For instance, if a user attempts to delete a comment, the social media platform could remind them about control features available to manage such instances. In the context of limiting total time spent on social media, Dr. Huberman asks about self-lockout functions, where users can restrict their own access to the app. Zuckerberg states that they provide tools for self-management and parental controls, and indicates that screening what one consumes on these platforms is more critical than deciding the duration of usage. Dr. Huberman then commends the intuitive experience of Meta's newer virtual reality, VR, platforms, and the latest pair of Ray-Ban smart glasses. He appreciates the fluidity of the VR environment, highlighting its safe interface with physical surroundings. Zuckerberg concludes by anticipating the future marked by mixed reality experiences, describing a world where holograms could replace any screen or digital interface, drastically altering the way users interact with technology and their environment. Lastly, he talks about the impressive capabilities of the smart glasses, which can project interactive holograms onto physical settings. In this part of the discussion, Mark Zuckerberg further explores the potential marriage between the physical and digital worlds. He believes that this union can create profoundly richer experiences and enable users to feel present in these environments without feeling detached from the physical world. Zuckerberg envisions a future where the real room is a combination of physical spaces and digital artifacts that can be interactively engaged with, instead of being reduced to simply what's physically present. The conversation then transitions to the application of Meta's virtual reality, VR, technology in everyday activities, like exercise and physical workouts. Andrew Huberman shares a positive personal experience of a VR exercise class he tried, praising how it successfully merged the digital and physical realms in a way that was engaging and challenging. He believes that these new VR experiences could shape physical activity by bringing unprecedented dimensions to traditional exercises like flexibility training or weightlifting, which could have a far-reaching impact on the fitness sector. Interestingly, Zuckerberg comments that the main objective of Meta is to empower people to be the best versions of themselves. He identifies the previous generation of computers as primarily mind-centered devices, but believes that the next generation should focus on the whole body rather than just the mind, unveiling an inherently physical computing environment. The guest also touched on the technological obstacles with tracking various body positions in the field of view and how they've worked to improve this to enhance the VR experience. For interactive activities like boxing or kickboxing, accurately tracking body movements is crucial. Despite these challenges, Zuckerberg remains optimistic about the technology's potential, citing already successful applications in areas like cardio training. Furthermore, they discuss how technology could democratize access to expensive resources like musical instruments, mentioning a VR piano tutorial that highlights the keys users should press to learn a particular song. Such a tool would not only aid learning, but also make music more accessible to those who can't afford or accommodate a physical piano. Mark Zuckerberg discusses the intersection of the physical and digital worlds, mentioning the potential of holographic instruments like pianos produced by a new class of innovative developers. Such inventions may aid creative expression and increase accessibility. He also emphasizes the importance of incorporating virtual reality, VR, into workspaces, using scientific labs as an example. In such cases, the preliminary steps of an experiment could be performed virtually, saving both time and resources. Along with the professional applications are VR's potential social uses, like in aiding children who have social anxiety. Zuckerberg speculates that VR can help such children practice social interactions, thereby mitigating fearfulness in real-life interactions. The discussion further goes into blending the digital with the physical, citing the example of listening to music or taking a phone call without leaving the room mentally. Further, the conversation explores the origin, design, and future potential of Meta's smart glasses. Unlike the bulky VR headset, these glasses bear a stylish form factor like normal glasses, making them comfortable to wear throughout the day. Despite their small frame, these glasses can handle a powerful AI. Zuckerberg highlights the device's seamless blend of the digital and physical worlds. In addition, the glasses have a visual indicator in the form of a light that signals when a recording is happening. This safety feature promotes an individual's right to privacy, making it less clandestine than recording via mobile phone cameras. The goal, as Zuckerberg states, is to make technology accessible to everyone rather than being a luxury commodity. This model aims to create and sell things that everyone can afford and find useful, amplifying their productivity and efficiency. These glasses act as the perfect example of Meta's attempt to create a blend with the physical world rather than detaching its users from it. For instance, navigating a road while having a pleasant conversation seems much more feasible with directions displayed right in front of the user's eyes on their glasses. Such explorations further reinforce Meta's drive to create a world less reliant on handheld devices and more centered on human engagement in an enhanced physical world. This fusion of the digital with physical aims to revolutionize the restriction our current technology imposes on our daily experiences by unpacking dimensions of interactivity that were previously unimaginable. During the middle segment of the Huberman Lab podcast, Dr. Andrew Huberman and Mark Zuckerberg delve further into the potential health benefits of Meta's smart glasses. Touching on an eye health perspective, Dr. Huberman points out that these glasses could mitigate the myopia epidemic caused by excessive screen time at close range, one of the major health problems of our century. The glasses would encourage long view viewing, providing digital work potential outdoors or at a more restorative distance. In this discussion, they also explore the idea of bringing digital interactions to the level of the eyes, essentially turning screens into a seamless visual experience enhanced by Meta's smart glasses. From navigational data to personalized health tracking, such information is gleaned through what you are focusing on in your world. Through this perspective, Zuckerberg emphasizes the multidimensionality and enhanced features of their glasses compared to a phone in your pocket. Moreover, the discussion extends to the potential of AI interfaces and avatars within social media. The idea is to develop an AI version of oneself, enabling users to interact with numerous people simultaneously, thus addressing an individual's time limitations. Zuckerberg affirms that they are building this tool with the understanding that it should be under the creator's control, avoiding impersonation and misuse. Zuckerberg mentions the initial approach of creating new characters for AI personas that aren't modeled after existing individuals, dodging the need for 100% fidelity. The goal is to aid any creator or small business in creating an AI assistant which can represent and interface with their community or customers. Furthermore, Zuckerberg points out the importance of building AI technology so it enhances social engagement and improves physical and mental health. The conversation concluded with Dr. Huberman commending Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan for their work, highlighting that the platforms they've created are positively impacting the world. Shifting the lens toward the revolutionary potential of Meta's smart glasses, Dr. Andrew Huberman lauds Mark Zuckerberg's vision. Tackling contemporary health issues, the glasses are designed to minimize the growing myopia epidemic brought on by excessive close-range screen time. To mitigate this, the glasses utilize long-view technology, creating a digital workplace in a broader visual field, effectively an outdoor office in the user's preferred locale. Comparatively, these glasses are more than just a smartphone accessory. They're a transformational device that relocates digital interactions into your line of sight. From pervasive navigational cues to cutting-edge personalized health tracking, the information these glasses render is tailored to the user's gaze, needs, and environment. Zuckerberg underscores that their innovative design introduces more features compared to what your pocket's smartphone can offer, marking a shift to multidimensional and immersive technology. The conversation then meanders into the realm of AI interfaces and avatars within social media. Zuckerberg reveals plans of developing an AI version of individuals. Such a tool is designed to bypass time constraints, enabling numerous simultaneous engagements. Contrary to increasing digital impersonation, Zuckerberg states that their approach is solidly rooted in user control and avoiding misuse. Building upon this, the initial approach rings with a unique tune. Despite the technological capacity, they aim to design AI personas as never-before-seen characters rather than replicas of existing individuals. Beyond achieving perfect replicas, the intention is to arm creators and small businesses with AI assistants capable of interfacing with their community or customers effectively. Taking a step back, Zuckerberg points at a larger picture. Through AI technology, they strive to invigorate social engagement and significantly upgrade users' physical and mental health. The innovative vision, thoughtfully interconnected with health priorities, illustrates a unique blend of social media and wellness progression that informs Meta's goals. The podcast is punctuated by Dr. Huberman's praise for Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan, underlining the positive global impact of platforms they've masterminded. The emphasis is on how they are not just creating digital marvels, but shaping robust tools channeling significant health benefits and improved human interaction. Check out the full podcast by clicking the link in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for listening to this podcast summary episode of The Pod Slice.